your big and beautiful host, Andy Downpart. So when I noticed the arena came up here, we had some music playing, and a lot of you were like, I'm going to be part of this percussion section we got going on here. But you guys don't realize it's a lot of commitment. I saw you guys, you were clapping along, and I'm like, how long should I clap? They're clapping right next to me. They haven't stopped yet. I gotta keep going. We're all part of this, we're all in this. You know, if you're gonna clap the entire time, guys. Come on. But luckily our music had a little percussion to go along. So I basically grew up in the outdoors. And what I've noticed is that tripping over shit is mostly a human thing. You ever see a deer in the wild? They don't trip over shit. One, it's their four legs. Two, a deer has never thought about doing a backflip. Humans are the only ones arrogant enough to believe they can do that. Got a lot of weird looks from animals in the wilderness before. I was in Montana 3 days into a backpacking trip, and 200 feet in front of me, I see a brown bear. And I alerted to my presence. I bark like a dog. It just stares at me for about 10 seconds. And I can tell what it's thinking. It's just like, I don't have time for this. It smells like tuna fish, ramen noodles, and is that Ozzy's 3-minute miracle? Oh, that's terrible for his hair. God, he needs some advice. Bears are smart, folks. Yeah, when I worked for the Forest Service, these two guys came up to me on a trail 5 miles of the wilderness. They were like, hey, there aren't any bears out here. And I was like, this is where they make the bears. They're all there. So we export them to the rest of the world, in Montana. So, then we got humanity and how we came about. We invented this thing called language to interpret things to one another. And, how did we figure that out? I think I figured it out. It's conlingus, so, the complex movements of the tongue. So at some point, there was a caveman going down on a cave woman, probably for the first time. And he's like, "Rrr. Rrr." Dude, you just need to slow the fuck down. And then we invented religion. How did we come up with that? There was just two guys chilling around being like, you ever see the moon? It's like, yeah, all the time. You ever see the sun? Almost the same amount. And it's like, you know what are they? I don't know, man, but you know what? They totally fuck. Whatever they're doing up there, it's naughty business going on in the celestial realm of gods. And so and then we came up with Jesus Christ, and it was like, the Romans were the ones who accepted Christianity. And at some point, they were like, someone came to them and was like, hey, we got this guy, he can turn water into wine. And I don't understand why that worked, because they were like, we got like 15 guys who can do that. You ever look at Jesus Christ and he's like, that man has never had a carb in his life. Seen this guy alive. He served his friends his body and blood. He just went outside, ate some fish, and smoked some bush. That was the Jesus kind of man. God's a weird guy. He's got a hard job. He's not good at it. And when I fuck up at work, no one goes, hey, Sam just works in mysterious ways. And, it seems like he kind of rushed the whole earth-making thing. On 6 days, he decided to take a rest. I'm like, come on, man, check your work. You got a lot of loose ends around on this planet. And then I think he made humans while he was drunk. Because he had to have been. Because almost immediately after he made humans, he decided to put them in clothing. And I guess it was just like he woke up one morning and was like, oh, fuck. Oh my God. Is that what I did last night? Oh, that's going to look really bad in 30 years. So I grew up Catholic and stupid. I'm no longer Catholic. I'm honestly still kind of stupid. I was working at the cathedral the other day. I'm not a churchy guy. I don't want you guys to assume that about me. But I was there working on the landscaping, and I saw an innocent young child walking with his grandma. And almost immediately as he touched the sidewalk of the cathedral, he like puked a little bit. And I was like, that's the Antichrist. How do you raise the Antichrist? Because you want to be a supporting parent, but at the same time, it's hard. And like that kind of passion for a project is something I don't want to like smash for a child. So if I really love him, I should help him in the world. So so I grew up stupid. Here's a few things about that. So when my mom got me my first pocket knife, and she handed it to me, and almost immediately, not missing a beat, I was like, Mom, can I get a Band-Aid? When I was probably like fucking 8 or something, it was Easter morning, and my parents were like, hey Sam, can you go get us the newspaper? I was like, sure, I'll get you a newspaper. I want to make my parents happy. And on the driveway, I saw what appeared to be a chocolate robin's egg. Everyone familiar with this brand of candy? It's a blue chocolate. And I looked down, I was like, oh, fucking chocolate, hell yeah, best day of my life. Free chocolate, surprise chocolate. It wasn't chocolate. It was a raw robin's egg. One of those times.
What did it taste like?
Yeah, you ever do a raw egg shot?
No.
Like that. Yeah, if you've ever done that, it's like that, but like a lot gamier. The last stupid thing I did. So I got a Nerf gun, and I wanted to know how it worked. So I pointed it at my eye and pulled the trigger. I was 19. That's the kind of thing you really hope you have privacy for, because you need to like enter yourself and just hide from the rest of the world for about a good hour, because it's gonna hurt for an hour. So I have a bunch of hobbies. Growing up as being a stupid kid is a pretty recent actually. So one of them is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is just I pay to dress up in spandex and have a man sit on my chest and be like, Sam, you're doing a great job today. It is. And also I do hot yoga. I used to do a lot of hot yoga. So one time I go into the hot yoga studio. And I was very upset. I saw 4 of the dudes with their shirts off, weird back tattoos, and a man bun. I was like, what the fuck? This is my personality. This is like the 3rd thing I bring up on dates. So it makes me interesting. You can't have a bunch of other fake guys going around looking like me with their man buns. What my mom made me do as a young kid was the Boy Scouts of America. It's very important to me. A year ago, the Boy Scouts started letting Girl Scouts in, which I think was great. It's a good program, everyone should be able to enjoy it. But a lot of people got upset. Oddly enough, the Girl Scouts, these bitches, they sued the Boy Scouts of America for trademark infringement. And I'm just like, well, what the Boy Scouts needs now is to be able to compete. Because you know what the Boy Scouts sells instead of cookies? Unpopped popcorn. There's nothing good about this. No immediacy. You see, the thing about Girl Scout cookies is that I'm opening them when I get to my car. I'm finishing them when I get in my car. The Boy Scouts need to sell cigarettes. Very American on brand. We're going to kick American Spirit's ass. And when we want to get fancy about it, we'll get the chemistry mirror back. We're making some gum. Come on, I don't care about your health problems. Johnny and Sarah want to go white river rafting. So here's my last bit. So, robots. Here's the thing about robots. This is a public service announcement, because I see this coming, and I know it's going to happen. Robots are going to become incredibly intelligent, far beyond us, and we're still going to be racist towards them. It's just what humanity does. And it's not going to work out for us. They're going to be better racists than we are. It's not going to work out. And so, this is a public service announcement. Let's not call them robos. Don't want to call them robots. I don't know what they want to be called. But it's kind of homophobic, and that's their word. And that's all I got. Thank you very much.